Hey ratbags, it's Jade with another Valheim public test branch update. Remember, the Ashlands update is not available for everyone, so if you're wondering why you can't see this gameplay, you need to opt into it either on the Steam beta program or on the Xbox Insider Hub, which you can download from the Windows Store on Windows 10 or Xbox. Now, out of the way, let's take a look at what these notes say. They're pretty big and expansive, so I'm going to rattle them off and then talk about how some of them changes are good or maybe not so good. Building, the Drakkar not only needs 50 fine wood instead of 60, updated deconstruction effects for the Drakkar, straw floor now visible from underneath, the Growston arched roof no longer has a gap beneath it when snapped above other build pieces, the material variation tweaks the Growston build pieces to decrease repetitiveness, and they've also got the Growston pillars can now be built to a correct intended maximum height. For the metal beam and pillar updated model and textures, yeah, they look okay. They look a little bit more, I would say, dirty sort of metal, or maybe kind of got that oil in water look about them. Added rain damage for some ashwood pieces. Ashwood door can now be walked through properly without getting stuck. Following ashwood build pieces no longer flicker. The preview no longer shakes when placing stacks of wood, core wood and bones. Build menu now book matches with the width of the menu window. Tweaks the ashwood build pieces to decrease shininess. Lava lantern no longer floats midair when support is removed. Lots of minor tweaks to build pieces. Nah, that was all good, but here's the equipment stuff. Feather cape and asking cape are now frost resistant. So adding a slight more of a buff, because obviously the feather cape isn't that great in the Ashlands at the moment, but come the deep north, then these capes could be really potentially good again. The Aswing cape's still good though, because you've got that extra stamina. Balance tweaks to enemy spawn rates in Ashlands. It looks like they may have maybe reduced them a little bit. Ask armor set now gives a set bonus. You basically get 10% less stamina usage while running and jumping. Attack stamina usage reduced by 20%, and it now has 10% pierce. Maybe it did before, but I always felt like this armor set was kind of worthless. It's meant to be the range class and just didn't seem to have that many great buffs about it. So yeah, maybe the pierce was always there, but this stamina usage on top sounds pretty good. Ashland's mage armor now has a slightly increased Idka regeneration rate. I think it was 45 before, now it's 50. Dundir reload animation should now match with actual reloading with low elemental magic skill. Changed backstab bonus multiplier on Dunder staff from 3 to 1. Troll staff and Dunder are no longer orientated backwards on item stands. Staff of the Wild now makes slightly more damage with spawned thorns. Spawned roots from Staff of the Wild now has a low chance to root enemies on hit. This is good. This is the one that definitely needed a buff out of all of the staves. Upgraded Dunder staff now increases lightning damage instead of piercing damage. That makes sense as well. It was a bit weird that other weapons do increase their elemental damage, but that one didn't. Reduced how fast elemental magic skill gets raised when using the Staff of Fracturing. Yeah, it's been a bit of a cheese. Using the Staff of Fracturing was given a ton of XP. Fix for metal helmet and berserker axes not being automatically picked up. Minor Dunewind sword recipe tweak. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. It needs 3 pieces at the moment to get, and you have to kill one of the bosses, Rito. I'm guessing it's a reduction or a slight increase in the metal, because I'm sure it always had the bloodstone to craft it, but there you go. Eldner Mace now provides more blunt damage instead of piercing damage when upgraded. Summon Trolls will now attack all creatures. Berserker Axes and Eldner Mace stamina cost increase from 16 from 14 per hit. Recipes for fiery Sven stew, sizzling berry broth and spicy introduced marmalade are now available earlier, as they only require cauldron of level 5 instead of level 6. So there's going to be some basic foods that you'll be able to use as soon as you pretty much get to the Ashlands, or just before, once you pick up some resources. Piquant Pie stamina increased to 35 from 24. Reduced the weight of ceramic plates from 4 to 2. Fixed catapult items losing level, durability, etc. Basalt platforms no longer spawn duplicates close to zone edges. Fixed an issue which caused basalt platforms to not always spawn on Xbox. Fixed an issue where non-cinder fire damage caused items convert to coal. Creatures. Enemies will no longer spawn close to the Ashlands Diverger ruins. It looks like the friendly little dwarves were probably getting besieged a bit too much. Charred melee and archers can now spawn in biomes with lower levels than Ashlands after defeating Fader. Seekers can now spawn in biomes with low level than Mistlands after defeating Seeker Queen. Should be happening anyway, right? I swear that happens at night time. I've seen it a bunch of times. Some of these guys just running around the plains. Summoned skeletons and other creatures can now walk close to the lava before catching fire. Asfin no longer sound like wolves when petted. Changed Lord Rito's name to appear orange. Starred Ashlands creatures now drop fewer trophies, decreased drop chance of Asvin trophies. Skug turret now drops the charred cogwheel. This was a big problem. You couldn't make the catapult unless you got one of the cogwheels, and the cogwheels just weren't dropping for what they meant to, which is the turrets inside the keeps. Giraffa no longer immune to lava damage. World location tweaks. Ruining Ashland should no longer catch on fire. That's pretty interesting. I always thought it was kind of like a vibe that they just eventually get ruined, but I guess it would make the whole area just plain and boring. Fix some locations that spawned a disconnected spike piece. Fix an issue where portals were not connecting when rebuilt. Tweaks to flametal spires for easier flametal mining. Sinking flametal spires no longer respawn if unloading the area. Flametal spires are now immune to lightning damage. Players no longer take lava damage while riding Asvin. Correct icon is now shown when riding Asvin. They are big wins. That's the whole point of this creature, is that you're able to go through the lava, and obviously it wasn't happening, so it makes it much more valuable. Obviously you still might take damage from some of the fiery spouts or some of the lava blobs moving around, but otherwise you should be good. And don't forget not to get off in the actual lava. Carrion now has a low chance of dropping Asvin skeletons. Fix the crash that could cause enemies killed to spawn lots of resources and prevent reloading of that world. Ashvines now require a bit more space to grow and will no longer attach to a wall already occupied by another Ashvine. It's no longer too hot for Ashvines to grow in Ashlands. Ashvines are now able to grow on Growstone walls. First saplings can now survive in the mountains again. Vader boss stone mission now lines up with stone carvings. Fixed storm lightning not being affected by flashing light settings. Fixed weird ridge outside world edges. Changed spawn of Register place of mystery so that the next place of mystery is found from the previous one. Damage from water on beaches in Ashlands is no longer as intense. The UI of the rudder of the Drakkar is now placed above the rudder. Tooltip showing total currently equipped special stats now include those from status effects, restored and standardized, and missing strings. Localization updated. Fixed status effects being too large for players. Disabled ES RAM usage on Xbox One to work around a Unity bug that caused particle systems to have corrupt shadow maps. Added console command. Find TP to go to the nearest found item. Added console command. Set fuel to fill all nearby lights to specified fuel. Man, them commands seem really specific. Really good stuff. As you would expect, they are nerfing Ashlands again. And I think some players will be like, no, we want it to be a challenge, we want it to be hard. But they are always like the hardcore that have put like 2,000 hours into the game. Obviously, there's nothing wrong in the game being challenging, but we want it to be fair. You want that progress to feel like you can actually make progress and win. I felt like the last update was a good move in the right direction, but it still ended up getting overwhelming, especially where I thought magic would be a good way to go. But you end up still getting overwhelmed unless you've got absolutely like the best stamina and best magic to run away and take your shots. And then I found that I was just getting shotted once or twice because my health was so low. So reducing enemy spawns, making things work how they're intended to give us a stamina or archery class, and making things like the Asvin actually useful, yeah, they're all wins. Is this the last maybe balance fix before it comes out? I'm not sure. I reckon they'll probably keep it in PTB for a 3-week window instead of 2 weeks. We've got V Rising launching tomorrow, and I reckon they probably don't want to go up against something like that because they're obviously massive games and taking players away from the full launch. So yeah, I reckon it could be next week we see Ashlands arrive for everyone. I'll be back with more guides and live streams very soon. Until then, ratbags, I'll see you later.